It's Friday and this year is speeding along.
We had some incredible concerts this week, along with a close look at one sport that we've never had on the show before.
We have a fun karaoke invitation in What's the Word?
We had a packed week as playoffs began, all coming up in the Grizzly Grind.
All this and more live from the BBN studio.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the BBN. I'm Gavin Wilson.
And I'm Raylan Bishop. This is a huge accomplishment for those of you who don't know, as we are streaming our very first live episode from the BBN studio with a live audience. We're kicking things off today with a huge shout out to someone who makes a big difference around here, our incredible principal, Mr. Reichel.
May 1st was National Principals Day, a time for students across the country to show appreciation for the leaders who shape their school experience every day.
We here at the BBN all appreciate everything he does for us and this school. So next time you see him, make sure to tell him thank you.
Speaking of people who left a lasting impact, Jackson Landfair, a beloved student here at Basha, continues to inspire us all with his kindness. His legacy lives on, and Stugo honored him this week in a special way.
It's the last day of Jackson Landfair Week. Thank you to all the students who donated to keep this tradition going. Senior Sunset is coming up on the 16th. It's a special event for seniors to celebrate their last day as Basha Bears. Starting at 6:30 p.m. on the Val Vista field, seniors can enjoy games, hang out with friends, and watch the sunset. Prom was a total success. Thank you to everyone who's a part of making it so memorable. That's all for this week.
We hope everyone had an amazing time at prom. I know I did. How was your prom, Gavin?
Well, Raylan, senior prom was everything I thought it was going to be. Seeing all my friends for one of the last times together really made for a special night. Also, something pretty cool happened while we were there.
Yep, I think I know what you're talking about. You guys remember the voting that we told you guys to do a few weeks ago? Well, all of your guys' participation got Gavin voted as prom king. How does it feel, Gavin?
Well, Raylan, honestly, it felt like we were in High School Musical. This is going to be really corny, but it felt like we were in a movie.
Well, at least you acknowledge how corny that was. Gavin, graduation is sneaking up, and that means seniors are having updates left and right. Jaden joins us now to catch us up on everything we need to know.
Hey, Jaden, welcome to the studio. How are we feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be here with you guys. BBN's first ever live episode. This is so cool. Guys, on Thursday, there was an assembly to get us seniors ready for graduation. It was also a time to pick up your purchase cap and gowns. If you were unable to attend, you will need to go to the front office and see Mrs. Taylor to pick it up. If you haven't purchased yours yet, there are a limited amount available, so you'll want to head up there right away. Also, make sure that your name is correctly said, so make sure you tell them the proper pronunciation if it wasn't. Also on that note, our amazing yearbooks are here. The staff has worked hard all year long to capture our memories. This yearbook's theme is Journey Through Time, and on Thursday, they were handed out to just seniors. So if you forgot, here is where and when you can pick it up, along with next week's distribution for all the classes.
This year is Thursday. Seniors were able to pick up their yearbook, but if you unfortunately missed it, you're available to pick up your yearbooks Monday in Mr. Smitty's room. And for freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, you can start to pick up your yearbooks anytime during 4th hour starting Thursday. If you haven't bought a yearbook yet,
Thanks, Jaden. Let's see what's in tune with the orchestra during the last few weeks of the year. All on What's the Word?
Hey Basha, I'm Matthew Murray with What's the Word, and I'm so excited to tell you everything that's happening right now. But first, your Fun Fact Friday. Did you know Sun Lakes Rotary Club was formed in 1985 by Andre Felix to bring together local leaders and members of the community to address local needs and build goodwill? Congrats to Ajal Paramasetti, who stopped by the Sun Lakes Rotary Club along with one student from each school in the district. Every student had given a speech regarding the Rotary Club's 4-way test, and Paramasetti was given first place with a $500 check to take home. Choir Club will be hosting a fun night of theater karaoke on the 13th of May right after school. Anyone and everyone is invited to show up and sing. It will be going from the end of school until 4 o'clock in D109. There will even be a guest appearance from the Hale Theater and Music Director, Lincoln Wright. On Monday, our orchestra teacher took the time to teach some young kids a thing or two about making music. We hosted multiple junior highs across the district, such as Bogle and Payne, so they can learn some new things when playing orchestra, so that they might be a step ahead in high school. Do you have an interest in dancing on stage? If so, you should sign up for dance auditions.
Auditions for placement, for our yearly placement auditions, are May 5th through 9th after school from 2:30 to 4 p.m. in E102. We also have a lot of dancers that are different in ability. Some go to studio outside of school. So knowing what level you are will make your experience more fun for next year when you take dance.
Well, that's all I have for you this week, Basha. See you later.
Think your car is cool? One Basha student might have you beat. Tyler got a behind-the-scenes look at what makes this custom ride so unique. Truck lovers, this one's for you.
Hello, Basha. My name is Tyler Levine, and I'm here with
Adrian Barrera,
and we're here to talk about his
1995 Honda Acme truck.
All right, so tell us a few things you love about this truck.
A couple things I really love about this truck is the fact that it's right-hand drive and it has a 5-speed manual transmission.
All right, now tell us a few things you do not like about this truck, and do not hold back.
A couple things I don't like about this truck is the fact that it's extremely slow compared to your average vehicle. A couple other things I don't like is my exhaust note and the oil leaks that I have.
All right, take us into the process of how you got it, because it's clearly not from America.
So I imported this vehicle myself. I bought it off a website called Car from Japan back in March last year. Just got all the paperwork that was needed, and then went over to the Long Beach Pier, picked it up, then just had it registered as an ATV in America.
Lastly, tell us a few things you've done to make this car yours.
So a couple of things I've done. I sanded the car all the way down to its primer pretty much, and then me and my dad did a paint job. I've also fabricated, with my help of my friends, of course, fabricated my own exhaust.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
As you guys may have noticed, over the last few weeks, a few renovations were made to the entrance into the gym. Let's see how this makeover gives Basha a more modern design.
2 weeks, the gym lobby has been undergoing renovations, replacing the old look for something more modern, with Mr. Chandler overseeing the project.
So for the gym foyer, the renovations that we ended up doing in here is we took out the original flooring that had been here for over 20 some odd years, updated the paint. We are also installing back behind me on my left over here, we will be putting an interactive flat panel that will have the Basha High School Athletic Hall of Fame. It'll have the athlete's picture, their stats, their years that they were here.
Along with current renovations, there are future aspirations to improve the school.
What will end up happening in here with the IFP is that we will put trophy cases on both sides to display the state titles that we have won as a school, and then possibly some academic titles that we have as well too with AMS.
With the bond not passing, CUSD Support Services stepped in to do much of the renovations.
The other item that I would like to mention about this area in here is that the CUSD Support Services came through big time and helped us out quite a bit financially. I want to make sure that they get a huge thank you for what they did for us.
Merrick Delaga with the BBN.
This week we take a look at our lacrosse team, who had an amazing game on Tuesday night. Let's check it out on the Grizzly Grind.
Hey everyone, I'm Emmett Morris from the Grizzly Grind. Hope you all had an amazing week. We kick off today's show talking about our softball team who has a playoff game here on Saturday, so show up and show out. Now moving over to baseball as they have their playing game on Wednesday versus Desert Ridge.
They fought hard, but ended up falling to the Mountain Lions 4-1, ending the season.
This week, our volleyball team looks to wrap up their season.
On Monday, they hosted the Colts, but fell 3-0. On Wednesday, the Bears look to rebound versus Desert Ridge as Donovan Tabali makes this impressive block to give the Bears the point. However, they were outmatched as Basha fell to Desert Ridge 3-1.
On Wednesday was the sectional meet for our track team.
It was a big day for both track teams as Maddox Davis, who won the boys 400-meter race, led the boys to first place, and JJ Garcia, who won the girls discus, led the girls to second place.
Our unified team had another exciting game on Monday.
They had a big win at home, winning 64-50.
If you guys didn't know, the CUSD has their very own lacrosse team with many students from Basha on the team. And they had their semifinal game here at Basha's Jim Wall Stadium on Wednesday as they took on Desert Vista.
It was an exciting night at Basha, but the Thunder started off with a bang as Wilson Gray scores, giving them a 3-0 lead. But Chandler starts to strike back as with the minute left in the half, Dylan Finder cuts the lead down to 1. The second half was neck and neck, and we were tied at 8 late in the fourth, but that all changed when Vaughn Cabrera scored the game-winning goal, giving Chandler the 9-8 win, and they will advance to the championship to play Brophy on Friday.
That's it for me, everyone. Hope you all have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you right back here next week.
How well do you know Basha students? Well, let's get to know them in D-Time as you get to know Basha.
Welcome back to Getting to Know Basha. Today we're going to ask you questions to find out more about our school. Let's see how it went. If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you want it to be?
Pasta.
Why?
Because it's versatile. You could have different versions.
If you could be any animal, what animal would you want it to be?
Probably a dog.
Why?
Because I love dogs.
If you could change your name to anything you want, right now, what would you change it to?
Lil Rodney.
Why?
Because I'm Lil Rodney's son.
You look like him. If you could bring back any extinct animal, what animal would you bring?
A dinosaur.
Why?
Because my baby brother loves dinosaurs.
What's the funniest sound you can make?
I can make a horse sound with my mouth.
Let's hear it. That's it for all the questions, but I have one for you. What animal sound could you make?
Well, that's it for this week, you guys.
Thank you all for your support, which allowed us to bring you guys the first live episode featuring a live audience as well.
Make sure to follow us on all of our socials, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.